This storied house has seen some of the game's greats. Boz, Bradford, Peterson, and Stoops. Welcome, everyone, to Norman, Oklahoma, and the Palace on the Prairie, home to the Oklahoma Sooners. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Kentucky Wildcats taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Offense set on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously, not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Sooners line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On the move, it's Ncaa. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Now on the option. Now the toss. Nice move to keep running. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. To the air, it's Ncaa. And they get the sack right out of the gate.
Quarterbacks and receivers have got to be on the same page with respect to hot routes and sight adjustments. And those always happen when DBs come blitzing and they come running free like that. You can't put that one on the offensive line. That's on the QB and his receiver not being on the same page.
Kentucky will be forced to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Back to work on 2nd and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. He's looking to throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this first quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
Quarterback will audible. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the middle. He makes the catch. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Looking to throw, it's Arnold. Got the tight end outside. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that.
Well, they're able to hit the corner route. As a quarterback, when you've got an athletic tight end like that, you're sort of reading the defense's body position. If the tight end's able to get past them off the line of scrimmage and man coverage, then you're going to be throwing that corner further down the field. But if the defender's playing off because he's afraid of the speed, then you want to flatten him, more like an out route to the sideline. These two guys right here, they've got awesome chemistry, and you saw it on that play.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Dances away from the heat. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Really nice job by the defense. The offense has the whole playbook open to him on 3rd and short. They try to slip in the screen. Did not fool the defense at all. Nice stop by the defense.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And this one splits the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today.
Touchdown, Kentucky! And the special teams, that's always a momentum builder. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
They're lining up for the kickoff, and let's see if this return team can answer with a score of its own. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best...
Running toward the tape. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The kickoff team out there getting set. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets a block. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And he's in for the second score of the game. My goodness. Note to self. Kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it. Kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. That's the kind of play that energizes the entire team. 96 yards, he took it back for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
Oklahoma 10.
We'll start the quarter offense, about to snap it on second down. To the air, it's Arnold. Firing to the right, complete. Gives him a little shake, and he's got some room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense, because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So the quarterback play on those completions that move the sticks, that make you play 3 more plays, 4 more plays, 5 more plays, just wear you out.
And the Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He caught it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it. Got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Someone not clear on the snap count, it'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? To throw, it's Arnold. Feeling some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Listen, we all want to get to the quarterback and get sacks, but when you realize the quarterback's going to throw the football right away, you just try to get your hands in the air, get a deflection, make him throw around you. Great job by the defensive end.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, here's an interesting decision. It's early in the game. Do you want to be aggressive and try to seize momentum and go for this? Or do you just take the field goal and take the points?
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Never a doubt. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it out. It's White. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. The short hands, it's Ncaa. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
He'll ride his man on the option. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Wide receiver shows motion. He wants to throw. Getting some heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be the defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
The option look. Past the first down marker and still running. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Trying to get to it. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Back to throw, it's Ncaa. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And they're able to get him on the ground. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And that is no good. And the lead remains at 1 after the miss. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Sooners will boot it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker in there.
Dropping back, it's Ncaa. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Takes the handoff. It's Ncaa. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
It's so hard to play defense when you've got things in front of you Everybody going one direction, somebody coming back the other direction. You can't trust your eyes. Really good job by the offense, giving you some eye candy, something to look at so it wasn't easy coming downhill right at you. Hard to diagnose plays.
Comes out throwing on first down. Right down the middle. Fires and picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet. Looking downfield, it's Ncaa. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats. Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. NC State found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Raleigh. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fires the pass, intercepted. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
Listen, we all want to go back-to-back, but not on interceptions. Come on now, we got to take care of the football. Let's make sure we change something up on the next drive. 2 possessions, 2 picks. Offensive coordinator, get the bullpen warmed up.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Wide out in motion. He'll run it again. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Not a chance. Missed it. After the missed field goal, still an 8-point game, and guys, more importantly, still a 1-possession game. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Got out of trouble and throws. Snagged in the middle. It's Roberts. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline.
And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. And what a way to end the quarter for this defense, forcing the big turnover.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Kentucky 21, Oklahoma 13.
They'll break the seal on this quarter here on first down. The give. Across the 30, out to the 33, and gains 4 on the play.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with the W.
They'll run the option. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the defense.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Kentucky.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Back to throw, it's Ncaa. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Man, I love it when my QB not only uses his athletic ability, but uses his head. Nice job here. Nothing open. Don't force the football. You've got the lead. It's the fourth quarter. Nice job taking off and getting the first down.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
On the option. He'll pitch it. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage. Get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. The fair catch called for and made. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Scrambling away. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Dropping back, it's Arnold. Looking left. It's caught downfield. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He uncorks one deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop.
Oh, look out, there he goes! Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
It's complete. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Got enough space. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners.
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the 4th quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
What a big play here as they try to tie it up with the 2 in the waning moments. Scanning the field, it's Arnold. He's into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good, and we're tied here in the final period. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quickly complete. Gets away from one. He's got space. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
On the option.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass and make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Ncaa. Pressure coming. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the fourth. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. They're rushing to the line, already in position for the potential game winner. Got to spike it and stop the clock. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these 1st downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football's a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them move.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
At the 22-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Kentucky.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And it all comes down to this. Make or miss, win or lose. And it's good. He nailed it. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese? Making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse. Just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it in practice throughout the week, these 2-minute type situations late in games. What are you going to dial up? What can you go execute? What can you lean on in order to get the W here? Great job by the offense.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer,